Hello, beautiful. Welcome back to Nat's Beautiful Life. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my December wrap-up and my January TBR. I actually didn't get a chance to read very much in December, but what I read was good, which is weird because it's like in October I read like 17 books in 1 month and it was like 15 books, 12 books, like all of this stuff. And if I even did like 8 books, I felt like I hadn't read very much. So I only had 4 books in December, but they were good. So I'm going to share them with you and then go on to January's TBR and all of that jazz. And I might as well just share with you my reading goals in this one as well. So December wrap up. I read 2 Harry Potter. So I got the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, and once again this is the 20th anniversary edition. You can get them in all the houses. I have the Ravenclaw in this one. I have the first one in the Hufflepuff, so my plan is as they come out to buy them all in the different houses. I also did Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, and you probably know what those are about, so I'm not going to go any further into that. Then I did 2 kind of mystery chick-lit-ish kind of books. One was an audiobook and one was this one. This is Something in the Water by Catherine Steadman. I thought this would be different than it was, and it was a little disappointing because I spent most of my time thinking that our main character was just really stupid. And the guy that she married was shady as all get out. So my favorite character in here was like the criminal. She's like doing a documentary where she's interviewing people who've been in prison and what they plan to do when they get out and all this stuff. And one of the guys is a really bad guy, mob guy, and he's my favorite character in the whole book. He seems like the nicest guy, if that tells you anything. Don't really recommend this, which was disappointing because I have been looking forward to reading this book for a long time. And I have heard that anything that says Reese's Book Club is pretty bad. Sorry, I love Reese Witherspoon, but I've heard her book club picks are pretty bad. And yeah, I have to agree with that one. The next one I'll put on the screen because it was an audiobook, and it was Winter in Paradise by Elin Hilderbrand. This was a surprise for me. I thought this was just going to be like a fluffy chick-lit. It is chick-lit. It's totally chick-lit. But it's totally like a fluffy, like Hallmark type movie. And it wasn't. It had a air of mystery to it. And there's a cliffhanger. So apparently this is going to be a series. At least 2 or 3 books, I'm assuming. And I'm looking forward to the second book. And what happens is a lady whose husband is missing, or she thinks he's on a business trip. Then she gets called by someone who says he's been killed and who was in the Virgin Islands. She didn't know why, so she goes there and finds out all this extra stuff about him. And you just kind of start wondering, like, is he really who he says he is, and all this stuff. So he's a shady businessman type person, and I'm looking forward to seeing how that plays out. So I do recommend that one. It's a good one, and the audiobook was really good. So let's talk TBR for the month of January. I've forgotten a book. I have to go get it. I'll be right back. Okay, so the first book that I actually started in December, finished it in January, so I count it as a January book. And that is The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry by Gabrielle Zevin. This book is good. It is... he talks about how he loves short stories within, like, those are his favorite. He owns a bookstore. And literally this book is told in short stories of this man's life from a certain point on. And I really, really enjoyed it. Yeah, this will give you some feels, and the writing is interesting. It's very good, but the way the book is presented to you is, like I said, in short story form between different like places in his life. And yeah, I don't want to give too much away in this. It's very good if you go into it blind, so I do recommend it. It's rather short. It's like 270 pages. No, it's not. That's actually let's see, 258 pages. So I really recommend it. There's some really great characters in there. The second book I want to read is this one here. It is A Darker Shade of Magic by V.E. Schwab. I have the exclusive collector's edition. It has like the characters and stuff inside. Got it on Book Outlet. And I really have enjoyed this so far. I'm about 100 and something pages in. Let's see. About 120 pages in. And the very first part, if you're not into fantasy, can give you a little bit of trouble, but it's just kind of setting things up for who's who. But as it moves on, you get about that 70 pages in, then the story really starts moving and you kind of get it. And so I've really been looking forward to reading this for a while. It's been on my TBR for quite some time, and it actually is the book club pick of the month for the Girls Night Out Book Club. So if you want to read along with us, you can pick this up. The link for the book club, I believe, is down below, and you can also follow me on Goodreads and all of that. So really looking forward to finishing that one. And the next one is Grey Sister. Haven't started this one yet because I'm reading the other, but this one, totally excited because I loved Red Sister so much that I'm looking forward to continuing on with the story. And the next one I believe comes out in March or April, which would be Holy Sister. So I want to kind of get on the move on with these. And this one's a little bit bigger book. Actually, it's not. It's 413 pages. It's not that bad. But these are pretty like involved type stories. So I'm looking forward to that. And so I usually take a little bit extra time reading those than the others. Okay, so the next one is one that I've been wanting to read for a while, but haven't really just like gone for it. And then Books by Emily Fox, that's what she is, on that part. Anyway, she's got two channels, and one is Books with Emily Fox or something like that. She is reading her big books again this year, and then she's wanting people to read with her, and it's one of the books that I really wanted to read this year, and it's The Passage by, is it Michael Cronin? It's going to be on the screen so you'll see who it really is. And I'll let you check the synopsis out for this because it's post-apocalyptic, I believe. There are vampires, and it's supposed to be very interesting. It has very high reviews, so I'm really looking forward to it. And so I'm going to put my TBR very short this month just because that book has over 700 pages. Plus I'm doing Grey Sister, which is going to take me a hot minute. So I'm just kind of giving myself a short TBR so that I'll have time to read it all. Another book that I am reading right now or listening to on audiobook, I'm doing a lot of traveling. I'm only home on the weekends right now. So audiobooks are great. That is, let's see, Into the Drowning Deep, I believe is what it's called, by Mira Grant. And I didn't realize how long the audiobook was, but I'm about 2 hours or more in. And it is a group of people went on this like documentary trip to see if there were mermaids. They didn't expect to find anything. They figured they work for these people who like look for yetis and look for all these things. They know that it's just like mockumentary type things, and so they kind of were on this mission to do that as well. Well, turns out they flipping discovered mermaids, and they are not Ariel the princess. They are some serious, like, you don't want to meet them in the water creatures, and they killed everybody. So they found the boat, but they found some footage with the mermaids like killing and eating people. It sounds gross, but anyway, so these people have been missing, and or they're dead, and they found the ship and all this stuff. And then 7 years later, some other discoveries have been made in that same area, and there's another ship that's going to go out and see if they can figure out what's been happening to like this particular crew. And then other ships have gone missing, and they found that other like wildlife, like whales and sharks and things, they don't go in this area of the ocean. So they're kind of trying to do a little bit of research there. So that's what I'm listening to. It's like a trash novel, like trash sci-fi novel, supernatural fiction, stuff like that. what is it, cryptobiology type of thing, but I'm enjoying it. I like stuff like that too, and it's fun to listen to when I'm driving for hours, so I really enjoyed that. So that is my December wrap up, my January TBR, and I'll go ahead and share with you my reading goals for not January, 2019. My goals are 65 books. Of those 65 books, I would like 12 of them to be nonfiction. I did that last year. Really worked out well. I would like to do 4 rereads. So books that I've read in the past, want to reread them. And then I want to do at least 3. I'm just going to give myself a low number. 3 big books. So books that are like 500-700 pages, something like that. So at least 3 of those. So The Passage this month will be one of those checked off. And then I also want to finish the Harry Potter series. If you haven't been following me very long, you know that I've never read Harry Potter. But yeah, been going through the series. I have the first 2 that I own because I want these special editions because I think they're pretty. And someone else has lended me. I'm in a hurry, can you tell? Lended me all the other books so that I can read them. So yeah, so those are my reading goals for the year. I will put that stuff down below, just lost a ring. So tell me what your reading goals are. Tell me what you read in December, and tell me what you're looking forward to reading in January. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you very soon. Have a great day, gorgeous.